Welcome to the video Vort. Parsha begins Vayishma Yisro Chohen Midyan, that Yisro heard something, and what he heard compelled him to join Moshe and the Jewish people and throw in his lot with Klal Yisrael. Rashi specifically states, Mashmu Ashama, what exactly did Yisro hear that caused him to throw in his lot with Klal Yisrael? Says the Rashi, Kriyas Yamsuf u'Milchemes Amalek. He heard all about the splitting of the Red Sea and the battle that was waged with Amalek. And this is ordinarily understood, the simple read of it, that Yisro had heard about all these wonderful miracles. And the extent of these miracles were so overpowering that Yisro was compelled to join Moshe and Klal Yisrael. However, Sefer Yabia Omer suggests a slightly different approach. These two examples that are cited by Rashi, Amalek and Kriyas Yamsuf, are not just two examples of miracles that occurred, but these are two specific events, each of whom contribute to the nature and characteristics of Klal Yisrael as understood by Yisro. What does this mean? Kriyas Yamsuf was the Jewish people's exodus from Egypt entirely by the hands of Hashem. Hashem split the sea, Hashem took them out. They had to choose to walk out, but once they chose to walk out, it was all in Hashem's hands. The plagues were in Hashem's hands, the Kriyas Yamsuf was in Hashem's hands, Yitzias Mitzrayim was in Hashem's hands. The story of the exodus of Egypt is really the story of the Ribbono Shel Olam and his divine intervention in this world. The story of Milchemes Amalek, the battle with Amalek, is not so much the story of Hashem's intervention as it is the story of Bnei Yisrael's initiative, personal initiative, and personal responsibility. Bnei Yisrael had a choice. When they came out of Mitzrayim and they were faced with this threat of Amalek, they could have turned around and said to themselves, look what Hashem did for us in Egypt. Let's sit back and wait for the Ribbono Shel Olam to act. And wait, and wait, and wait. But Klal Yisrael did not wait. Klal Yisrael looked at the situation and said, the Ribbono Shel Olam has put us in this situation. The time to act for us is now. When we have exhausted all of our capabilities, the Ribbono Shel Olam will help us. The Ribbono Shel Olam will do what we are incapable of. But if the Ribbono Shel Olam has thrust us in this situation, then he is intending for us to act and not wait. This is what so impressed Yisro. A people who were given the blessings and the miracle of Yitzias Mitzrayim did not just sit back and wait for the Ribbono Shel Olam, but were challenged by the Ribbono Shel Olam and took personal responsibility to act and make their lives happen. And indeed, that is exactly what they did, with the help, with the Siyata Deshmaya of the Ribbono Shel Olam himself. This is what impressed Yisro, and this is what should impress us as we go through our daily lives, to seize the opportunities, and yes, to daven to Hashem, and yes, to rely on Hashem, but not to rely on Hashem in the absence of our personal initiative. So let's go out and make life happen. Good Shabbos.